Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are today. Happy Friday to you. Martin Glover here, UK Hemp Daddy, bringing my first ever YouTube video. So I decided to start doing this today. Reason being is when you become the first in a country to receive and be able to promote something, it just makes sense to be able to get a position up here so everybody can see. And see if you guys get a feel for it too, like I did myself. And my little lad wants to say hi. Say hi, Rory.
Hi.
Say hey, YouTube.
Yay.
Yay. They all love YouTube, by the way. So, let's go back a little bit. The reason why I've come to do this today is to share a few products with yourself. So I'll just show you a little couple of them. So we've got our 500 milligram, 10 times pure. I'm going to try and get that light off there so you can see that. 500 milligram, 10 times pure. We've got, I'll leave that one till last because that's what I'm talking about. We've got stuff like massage oils with CBD in. It smells absolutely beautiful. It smells like Christmas. Put it on yourself. You smell like Christmas, so you feel happy and elevated, and then you start to feel the CBD. It's rinsing into your muscles, and it's a phenomenal product. One that I don't use so much myself, not just yet. We've got CBD anti-aging ranges. This is an instant wrinkle cream. Put it under your eyes, your crow's feet, your fog lines. Boom! Within 2 minutes, you see them visibly start to disappear. Fantastic product as well.
Dad.
Not mate.
Daddy, you're doing it.
Daddy's doing it, yeah. Daddy will show you afterwards. Then we've got stuff like our lash and brow growth serum, which is my partner's using currently to get the lovely long lashes I've got that she's jealous of. And then we've got another spray, anti-stress and relaxation spray, which is a very high concentrate of isolate to literally relieve that instant feel of stress that you might feel from day-to-day life, your job, your kids, deadlines, stresses that are just worrying you. This will literally bring you back down to ground zero and make you feel relaxed, which is what we all want, right? We don't want to be having that cortisol flying through our bodies, disrupting all our systems.
Daddy.
Obviously not.
Daddy, you're doing it.
Daddy's doing it, yeah. Then we've got, oh, so this is something that's one of my favourites actually, just because sleep to me, it's so important. It is to yourself. It's the human's natural super healing power. So when you're not getting enough, you're not healing your body, you're not setting the right processes off, you're not staying in homeostasis, and your body's haywire, absolutely haywire. So for someone that used to suffer with, can't use medical terms or anything like that, long-term disturbed sleep, I tried this stuff, and on night one I was asleep. After 2 weeks I no longer needed this product in my life because my CBD taken over, but this will help you get there. 15 minutes, all these ones here just sprays under the tongue, few sprays under the tongue, and within 15 minutes, because of the micronized delivery system, you feel the effects. It's more or less instant, and it's fantastic. So sleep support spray, absolutely massive, big seller. Everyone's loving it. Children can have it, adults can have it, and you know, it works. Then we've got our pain relief, our pain oral relief spray. It's just another spray like that, and this utilizes CBD and turmeric, which is a derivative of turmeric, only it carries more polysaccharides that are beneficial for inflammation. So there's a few of my personal products that I have there. We literally have over 75 products, 80 products, and we're talking hair regrowth systems, pet products, we're talking anti-aging, we're talking weight loss, we're talking gummies, we're talking vapes, you know, you name it, weight loss shakes, meal replacement shakes, we have it all. So to say that we specialise in CBD, we're quite right. The company did start as a weight loss company, and then CBD has become legal to actually, you know, cross borders, sell across the world, and the world is becoming more aware and awake to it, which is fantastic because it means a lot more people are giving up the crap that's been holding them back and turning to hope. Not. Oh, there goes my phone. I should have set that to vibrate. basically doing hope not dope anyway. So that for me brings me to where I'm at the moment. I've taken CBD oil myself for about 7 years now, just over 7 years. Reason being, when I was 18 years old, I suffered a horrendous car accident in which, I'll just run through the injuries really quick. From here to here, crumbled. I broke the hardest bone in your body to break, which is obviously, people know, right here, your chest bone. Can't give the medical term to it or the clinical term to it because obviously I'm making a video about CBD, but you all know what I mean. I broke all these bones here, and I mean, I crunched near enough the 7s and 8s on each side. Bump, 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 bump. I punctured both of my lungs. There's no other word for lungs. River Rose, don't be kicking off, little lady. They always seem to kick off when you're doing a video. Sod's law. And amongst that, I lost my spleen, which some people don't know what it is, but it's a fist-sized organ that produces your white blood cells. So effectively, I don't have any white blood cells. And that's all my colon, which needed tending to. But all these injuries have led to lifelong problems, you know, reoccurring niggling pain, you know what that means. Inflammation flare-ups, so I'm heading down the wards of diagnosis for stuff along them lines. You know, the stress, the trauma from the incidents that keeps reoccurring as well, we know what that's called. And, you know, it all affected me so bad that I was on copious amounts of medications, and I'm talking nerve killers, opiates, antipsychotics, anti-inflammatories, NSAIDs, and my list was about this long, and I'm talking the worst of the opiates. But I was having them all at once, concoctions. I've got 3 young children, one's 5, nearly 6, one's 2, nearly 3, and one's 1, nearly 2. So as you can imagine, all those medications would literally hold me back quite a lot. So I delved into CBD. First of all, it was cannabis, obviously, because CBD wasn't legal all these years ago. Then I progressed to making my own oils. Unfortunately, I landed in a spot of bother for that, so I had to stop, given that I had kids at this time. This is a little bit later on down the line, after coming off all the Pharmageddon medications that I was actually glued onto. I started feeling life again, but with that, the pains and the stresses and the anxieties and stuff like that started to sink back in as well, and it was overwhelming. So, safe to say, a few years later, after I carried on doing what I was doing along the cannabis line, CBD become legal to sell in the UK. It was already over in the USA, which was fantastic. I was watching it with my beady eyes, and I was also looking for a company that specialised in this stuff and would have the innovation, the potency, and, you know, the genetics and stuff that I need personally, because I do believe what's in the bottle comes from the plant, and unless it's whole, unless the genetics are there, and unless the manufacturing process is perfect, you could end up with any sort of snake oil, any sort of percentage, any sort of quality, and that is not what you want to be looking for in a CBD. Because if you're going to pay through the odds for something like this, you don't want to be buying twice. Just buy cheap, buy twice. It's something my nan always said to me, and it's something I'll always stick by, because it's very true. I've bought cheap plenty of times. I've bought so many CBDs, it is unreal. So, safe to say, I've never bought cheap, so I've never really had to buy twice. I've liked most of what I've bought, but nothing's ever compared to what I've had this past couple of months. So, let's get to it. This is a product I'm really excited about, because this product literally puts us 3 years ahead of all of the competition. 3 years ahead. This is a fact. This is not a biased opinion, a point of view. This is because this little beauty in my hand is actually, it's got patents galore on it. It is exclusive only to our company. Not any other company on this planet will be able to take this on, at least for the next couple of years. And we are innovating into more products. So 10 times pure. What makes it so special compared to everything else out there? A lot of people ask me this: why is your CBD better than my CBD? And I'm going to give it to you in layman's terms. Water solubility, bioavailability. Two massive things with CBD. Normal CBD oil is not water soluble. It sits on the top of water. It's got to get into your system with a carrier oil and stuff like that. And it kind of depletes the delivery, the efficiency, and the potency of it. Which to me, if you're paying for it, you want everything that's in the bottle to be getting into your system. So absorption is everything. Absolutely everything. So a lot of companies out there boast that they have water-soluble CBD oil, which is great because I feel as though if it's getting into your system, you get more bang for your buck. However, a lot of these companies use harsh chopping techniques such as nanotechnology, which is a fantastic piece of technology, but for CBD, it's not quite the one that people want to be adopting. Reason being is CBD are compounds. The little compounds, there's hundreds of these little compounds within this plant, and they are meant to be round. So chopping them into little round bits, this is in layman's terms, guys, it's fantastic. It helps them penetrate the cell. However, that chopping is still depleting the cannabinoids. It's still separating them from how they're meant to be. And to me, that isn't getting the whole plant. So what's different about 10 times pure? 10 times pure actually uses an oxygenated system, and it oxygenates the oil and enriches it with CBDA. What this does is it protects the integrity of the oil. It encases it like a soft shell, and instead of chopping it into little bits so it can penetrate your cells in your body, which we've got billions of, and that's where they send them to the right places, creating homeostasis, it literally encases the whole cell. If you look into it, our cells have got loads of little green receptors on, all around them. So what this does is, instead of slipping into these receptors and getting into the cell, it will encase the whole cell like a soft shell, and it'll get it, and it'll mold it, and it'll shoot it to where it needs to be. So it's effectively like having a slingshot on your CBD, boom, fire it to exactly where you want it to be. That, to me, it's mind-blowing. That is science meeting botanicals in the best way possible. So why am I excited about this product itself? I want to try and show you. Turn that light off a minute. This is called, see, there's a bit of a, where's there? You see that? This is called 10 times pure gold, super 1000 milligram, and as it says on the bottle in red, extra strength relief. Most companies boast having extra strength relief. I've never felt one that actually gave me the extra relief. Now I'm going to tell you about CBD and how it affects you. In short, in layman's terms, again, as always. So CBD takes a while to get into your system. You have to find a sweet spot. You have to get your serving size right to start balancing your system. And we're all different, so we've all got different sweet spots. Most of the time that I've found myself, and from a lot of people that are coming back to me as customers and people who've experienced CBD, it takes a week or 2 or 3 weeks to start noticing things going, noticing that pain easing, or noticing you can get out that little bit more and be in social situations, and it comes on slowly but surely. So I love all that. I love the fact that you can actually get ease from something in a bottle so beautiful. However, our company's gone one step further. Our company has actually put meaningful amounts of CBDA into this bottle and used MCT as the carrier oil. Research is suggesting that fatty acids carry CBD to our bodies much quicker. So we already had water solubility and bioavailability, but we've added some MCT oil, which are fatty acids that our body needs, loves and craves, into our oils, which means it makes sure it literally gets into you straight away. So I'm going to explain it in the best way possible. I got this 2 weeks ago, so I've been on CBD a long time now. I got this little beauty 2 weeks ago. I'm going to take some in a minute and show you. And on day one, and now I'm not lying to you, I can show you hundreds of testimonies. This is only a 2-week-old product, guys, by the way. Bear with me 1 second. A 2-week-old product. I'll get you something in a minute, son, okay? Go back in there, good boy. So there's not a lot of people used it yet. However, testimonials in the hundreds have already come in of people feeling ease from day one. And I'm talking doctors, I'm talking, well-to-do people, not just reps trying to make a bit of money. We've got a page of over 29,000 people, and I can happily pop you into there and get you into there to have a look, obviously. But they're all coming in, and people are feeling it day one. So, CBDA Rory, matey, sit down, watch this. Good boy, Daddy's nearly done. Good boy, I'll get you it in a minute, good boy. So CBDA has been scientifically proven to be a COX-2 inhibitor, which is a cyclooxygenase, I can never say that word, so I have to write it down. Cyclooxygenase 2. Basically, this is an enzyme that is responsible for pain and inflammation in your body. Pain and inflammation can set on in many ways: injury, stress, you name it, disease. There's a few ways that it can set in, and this is the enzyme that is created, that shoots around your body and allows it to fester and set in. So CBDA has been scientifically proven to be a COX-2 inhibitor. Not only that, a selective COX-2 inhibitor. That means that it literally inhibits the enzyme that carries the pain and inflammation around your body. So day one, I tried this. You know, my back hurts most of the time, all the time. But luckily enough last week, well, not luckily enough for me, I had a bit of a fall and I hit my face. It's gone down now, but I've fractured my cheekbone in 2 places, and there's nothing they can do about it other than give you pain meds. Luckily it wasn't my jaw, which I thought it was. Didn't want to be wired up. So it's still sort of the touch now actually, but I didn't take a single painkiller, not a single painkiller. I took a double dose of this and the pain went. It wasn't completely gone. It was manageable, it was bearable, it wasn't throbbing, it wasn't aching. And that's because this stuff right here works the same way as if I took my old 500 milligrams of naproxen and some tramadol. I used to take that for this sort of pain. Now I took this and it's done to me, relieved for me the same symptoms as that would have. That is absolutely huge. It's next level. I can't stress to you enough how big this is. So yeah, I want people to just know about it. So I've started up a YouTube channel. Gonna do a few exciting videos as well, get the kids involved, do a few good moves for you guys, and I want you to subscribe. And you know, I don't want you to subscribe just for me saying it. I want you to subscribe to benefit from CBD oils. So everybody that subscribes up until, when's our Tinny's birthday? I've got a German Shepherd dog and his birthday is on the 19th of September. So anybody who subscribes to this video, to this channel, from now until the 19th of September, I will pop you into a hat to win a bottle of this revolutionary CBD oil. Nobody has it, so the fact that I'm offering it makes it exclusive. And I'd like you to try it. I'd like you to get this into your system and feel the benefits that I've felt, and then share the love around the world. People are awakening, guys. People are seeing that the Farmageddon shite that they're being ploughed down the necks is only putting them in a noose and wrecking all the bodies and yada yada yada. And that's not what we want. We want a world where, you know, the cancer rates aren't doubling every single day, the pollution to the planet isn't killing us all, the toxins in the air are making it poisonous for us to breathe, and we can create a world like that. And it's just simple. Reverse the prohibition, grow hemp across the world, suck the world from its toxins, and make everything from this stuff again. This stuff is biodegradable, making plastic, clothes, bricks, you name it. We've got a planet saver in our bottles, in our grounds, in our countries, but unfortunately the prohibition stopped all that. And then look, now we live in a world of toxicity, a world of uncertainty, a world of basically coming to doom because of the way we've treated it, with all the crap that we could have, you know, saved, so to speak. 75 years has done more damage to this planet than millions of years of evolution. That is a harsh statistic, and it's all been and since cannabis, hemp was all banned 75 years ago. That's all I've got to say on the matter. So guys, if you enjoyed what I said, if you got a bit of information out of what I said, feel free to share, but definitely subscribe to the video, to my YouTube channel, and you're going to see a lot more from myself coming at you. So get ready guys, some excitement, some amazing testimonies to share, and some amazing stories to share, and some of my crazy life to go with it, so you can all have a watch of that too. Have a fantastic day. Have a blessed weekend, and I will speak to everybody soon. Bye for now.